everybody. Happy Wednesday. We are the E-Entrepreneur Women.
And this is your Women's Wisdom Wednesday podcast. We're so excited for you to join us. So AJ, why don't you kick it off and tell us a little bit about you and where you're from and what you do?
Awesome. I am Ariella. That's my name. You might see me as AJ a lot. I've worked in the e-commerce industry for, I'd say 3 years, really heavily, kind of off and on, in sales before that. I've always been an entrepreneur. My parents were both entrepreneurs growing up. I catered when I was younger. I was a chef. I loved to cook and started a catering company when I was 17.
I think you're probably going to have to cook for us at one of these events.
Absolutely. I would love to do that. I love to cook. Unfortunately, when you're 17, being an entrepreneur is not so easy because you're not very smart about things. So it crashed and burned pretty terribly. I have this great quote that says, success is not built on success. Sometimes it's built on catastrophe. I'm a great example of that. So most recently, I've been in the Amazon community for like the last 3 years, pretty heavily got into it because my mom found FBA trying to help herself and her, financial future. So I got involved, had my own Amazon business, did very well, had private label products, loved to build brands. That was kind of something that I really love to do. I love marketing. I love data. Kind of got into it.
Amazing.
I'm not for hire anymore. Unfortunately, I've kind of swayed my ways, but I'll still help friends. Still trying to pick up the pieces from that.
But she can help you if you have basic questions.
I can absolutely help you if you have basic questions. And that's what I want to do. I want to give back to people. I share my knowledge. I've gotten so much help along the way. And I know there's so many people that don't have that chance. So I want to give back to kind of, find another me. Everyone I think wants to find themselves and help them along their way and help them not make the mistakes that we made. So of course I have that same ambition. And so recently I've started a prep company. That's kind of what I really love. I love logistics. I love helping people. I love supporting people build their businesses. In the meantime, I want to create this amazing entrepreneur network of women with Ashlyn, who's an incredible entrepreneur. So I will hand that over to you and let you tell your amazing story.
Wonderful. So again, my name is Ashlyn Haddon. I'm the owner of Ashlyn Haddon Insurance Agency. I started my career in banking. I was one of those loser branch managers at a bank for a long time. And really just got tired of the stupid banking rules and all of that. And we were moving from the Chicagoland area back to my hometown in Indiana. And, a friend of the family was like, hey, there's this job at Liberty Mutual. They're looking for a salesperson. I'm like, I do not want to be a used car salesman. I'm not interested in insurance. That's just not me. I'm not that type of salesperson. She said, just take the interview and see where it goes. So I interviewed with a man, and he flat out told me that this was a man's industry, that I couldn't make anything of myself, and I couldn't be successful in insurance. So I turned around and said, I'll take the job. I had a chip on my shoulder and wanted to prove him wrong. When I was in banking, I was told the same thing, that this, branch managers of banks are men. It's not a woman's industry. So when he said that for the second time, I was like, I'm going to prove you wrong. I was the top rep in the state, third in the entire company, rookie of the year, accepted my award on stage, sent him a picture and said, who can't sell insurance now? Kind of was just this chip on my shoulder that said, tell me I can't. Tell me I can't do something, and I'm going to prove your ass wrong. So it's kind of been my
fuel.
Insurance. But then I really fell in love. I fell in love with not being the typical insurance salesperson and breaking the mold and not letting people tell me that I can't do something just because I'm a woman. I just was with Liberty Mutual for several years, had a really great salary, but decided that I was tired of working for the man. I was tired of putting in 18 hours a day, and the CEO buys a $20 million jet that I just put gas in for an entire year. And I have nothing to show for it. And my husband was like, you know, you can't give up a 6-figure salary. And I said, watch me. Tell me I can't do this. Tell me I can't do it. So I took the leap of faith and opened up my own agency a couple of years ago, and really just threw myself into being a woman entrepreneur. It's in my blood. It's something that I've wanted to do for a really, really long time. And so I took the leap of faith and did it. And I kind of got into e-commerce by accident about 15, 16 months ago. One of my clients, Chris Wilkie, actually from FBA Masters, was like, "Hey, there's these new rules with Amazon, and we need a policy. Can you help?" And it was like, nobody likes you guys. E-commerce is children. No one knows what you do. No one likes what you do. They don't want to insure you because there is so much unknown, and they just have no idea really what is going on. So I like a challenge, and so I was like, all right, let's do it. So we started with his and kind of went from there. And so for the last 16 months or so, I've really just dove into e-commerce, and I've attended 10 plus conferences last year and spoke at like 9 of them. I've got 11 this year. I'm going to China in 2 weeks. So it's, you know, just been an amazing experience to just dive into this e-commerce world, because you guys are different breeds. You're crazy sellers that work your butts off, and you know, there's not a whole lot of people that know what you know. So I'm really excited to be part of the e-commerce world, and you know, building this group with AJ, and I'm just so excited to be part of this amazing group of women, and kind of see where this goes. I mean, we're here to support each other. You know, e-commerce in general, just the way you guys act as a family now and help each other grow, it's unlike any other culture out there. And so for us to kind of pick out some strong, badass women who want to help each other grow as entrepreneurs we're AJ and I are really, really excited.
I'm so excited. And you have such a good point about the e-commerce industry being like nothing I've ever seen. The community is incredible. If you haven't found a Facebook group that you like, or a mastermind group that you like, come join the e-entrepreneur women group, and I'm sure we can recommend you 40 more. There are so many of them on Facebook, and there's a culture fit for everybody. You know, one might not be a fit for you, but there will be another one, and everyone is so supportive. If you can't find a mentor or support in the Amazon e-commerce industry, then you are not looking in the right place, because there's an abundance of help and support and services. You know, people like Ashlyn and I, she wants to support sellers by protecting their assets. I want to support sellers by protecting their product and taking good care of it. You know, and there's a lot of people like us that want to give back and help other sellers and mentor and be there. And a lot of them are powerful women, strong, passionate women who want to support their families and not, you know, get told by their bosses that they can't do something, or to wear heels to work, or, you know, some other bullshit that you have to do in the office, you know, wear a stupid suit all the time and worry that you spill coffee down your shirt. And it's nonsense. I wear, you know, the most ridiculous things to work sometimes, because I
wear yoga pants 90% of my days now.
Exactly. Where you can wear yoga pants, and it's preferred, not only acceptable, but preferred.
My girls are like, what's the dress code in the office? I said, whatever you feel comfortable in.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Just put on something.
Just put on something, yeah, pants, preferably.
At least something, right. Well, that kind of gives us a good intro into some goals. AJ, let's talk about, you know, what our goals are for this group and what we see this group becoming down the line. You want to start us off with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some personal goals I have, I know I kind of mentioned, I had a lot of support and mentorship along the way. I want to help women find mentorees and mentor each other. I know there's a lot of us that want to kind of give back and have hit a place where, you know, we can afford to give, you know, make time for somebody to build support and also get local networking going. Like I think Ashlyn really wants to help empower people at these conferences. I think her and I both do a lot of these conferences, and there aren't a lot of women. I mean, that's how we found each other, is we were like, oh, other woman, nice to meet you.
You're amazing. I love you.
Exactly. So, we really want to empower you to network more and, find women's support and go to these conferences and meet the men and engage with other sellers and do everything that you need to do to build your business and build your own confidence in your business so that you can do anything that you want to do.
And I think the big thing that we see is, phone calls are great. Being in a Facebook group is great, but you're going to get so much more out of meeting other people face to face. Not necessarily just women, but the men too, face to face, and getting to know what they're doing, some of the things that they've struggled with, some of the things that they've failed with, and not making that same mistake twice. A lot of people say, well, conferences are all about the speakers selling their product. Well, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but what you get from going to the conference is the networking with the people at the conference. You will get so much more out of the meetups and the networking outside of the actual content than you ever will get from the content. I have met, so many people that have given me ideas, even on the insurance side, that didn't know anything about insurance. Was like, hey, have you ever tried this? Made that time that I've been gone so much worth it. Just as we started putting out some questions, we got a lot of people saying, I'm scared to go to the conferences. There's too many men. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to act. That's what we want to teach you. We have a lot of strong women who can help you learn to network, can learn what questions to ask, and to kind of get comfortable in those types of settings, so you can, learn and grow from those things. So that's kind of a goal that we want to do, is at these conferences, have a room set aside where, the e-entrepreneur women can have our own content for you, to teach you these types of things. And to, if you want to become a speaker, you want to get in the speaking, area, we have somebody who is willing to help teach you how to speak and how to engage and how to get a hold of these conference owners to say, hey, I'm a strong woman and I have something to say and I want to be on that stage. We want to help you get there. We also have people saying, I want to learn how to do X, Y, Z. I want to learn how to balance home and work life. We have a coach that can come in and help teach you those types of things. So that's our goal. We want you to get some training and some learning and things out of that, but really just networking with other strong women that can help you grow your business. That's our goal. We want to just grow together.
Absolutely. And I'll add, you were talking, I was thinking about it, and I if I had a group of women that I had already engaged with, that I knew was going to be at all of these conferences, that I could just, if I was feeling uncomfortable, beeline it for and say, all right, ladies, I'm here. What do I do next?
Help me.
Help me. Like, this is crazy. There's so many people and all this stuff, and I want to talk to these people and that person, and what do I need? We want to provide
being at ASD and be like, okay, here's a wholesaler that I really want to get an account with, and I'm scared, I don't know what to say, to go grab a mentor and say, come with me, help me, please. What do I say to this wholesaler so I can get this account?
Absolutely.
We want you to be able to go to that mentor and say, help me, please. What do I say? And be able to come out of it and say, you know what? I landed that account, and that guy over there, he was told no.
Absolutely. And then get all the support from, all of us in the network, to kind of draw you on, to just keep keep growing, keep doing what you need to do,
Yeah. That's kind of our goals and where we want to see this. We want to do a podcast on Wednesdays, your Happy Wednesday Women's Wisdom podcast. We're going to look at doing that every week for you, and interviewing some amazing women from all kinds of aspects. The e-commerce, yes, the Amazon, yes, Etsy, yes, that kind of stuff. But also those who can help you with overcoming some of the fears that we have too. So that's the goal for podcasting. And then next week, tell us a little about who's going to be our first powerful woman on Women's Wednesday podcast.
So our very first interview is going to be with Barbara Boshin. She's kind of diversifying your income profile expert.
She's very, very engaged in this community already, and is really excited to kind of dive right into the trenches with us and, help these entrepreneur women succeed. So
Absolutely.
we're
Absolutely.
excited about that. So I want to start ending our podcast with a quote or some kind of like inspirational thing. So today's quote to end us real quick, I posted in our Facebook group last night, but it's one that I love. It says, "One day she discovered that she was fierce and strong and full of fire, and that not even she could hold herself back because her passion burned brighter than her fears. So let's stop being fearless and let our passion burn bright." Have a good day, guys.